Welcome all the devotees for morning Bhagavatam class. I thank all the devotees. We start the session with a short kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachamari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayite Girim Yatkrupattvam Mahamande Sri Guru Tenataram Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text number 25. Andakoshe sharire asmin sapta varana samyute vairaja purusho yo asho Bhagavan Dharanashraya. What meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Andakoshe, within the universal shell, Sarire, in the body of, Asmin, this, Sapta, sevenfold, Avarana, coverings, Samyuti, having so done, Vairajaha, the gigantic universal, Purusha, form of the Lord, Yah, that, Asho, he, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Dharana, conception, Ashraya, object of. Translation. The gigantic universal form of the personality of Godhead within the body of the universal shell, which is covered by sevenfold material elements, is the subject for the Virat conception. Purport is big. I will read out and explain then and there. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya Chakshmurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namahom Vishnupadaya Krishna Peshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachyata Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So welcome all the devotees. So I have a small PPT after this explanation, and I will try to utilize the time. I thank all my leaders who have given me this wonderful opportunity to share something about these particular words. Thank you very much. So here we can see the gigantic universal form of the personality of Godhead within the body. So from the Supreme Lord's body, the whole universes, they come up. And here in this particular verse mentioned that this universal shell is covered by seven material elements. So that's the subject for the Virat conception. Virat means the universal form of the Lord. So that is with our Charma Chakshu, we may not be able to see this, but by the divine eyes, we can able to see the form of the Lord. However, we have the acharyas, we have the sastras, they have nicely explained about the universal form of the Lord. And reading and hearing from scriptures, anybody can able to understand. So here, the purpose Srila Prabhupada mentions here, simultaneously the Lord has multifarious other forms, and all of them are identical with the original fountainhead form of the Lord Krishna. Krishna is the avatari, so from him all other avatars come. And Krishna, he is actually he's in his own supreme Sachidananda Vigraha. He appeared from Goloka to this Goloka, and he did wonderful pastimes of the Lord. So in the Bhagavad Gita, it has been proven that the original transcendental and eternal form of the Lord is Sri Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, but by his inconceivable internal potency, Atma Maya, he can expand himself by multifarious forms and incarnations simultaneously without being diminished in his full potency. When the Lord appeared here in this material world, and he did uncommon activities. And in Dwarka also, he had 16,108 queens, and Lord has done Adbhuta Leela there. And for each queen, there was a palace which was floating on the water, actually. It is impossible to construct uh, palaces on the water. Only the Supreme Lord can able to do that. Nowadays, in this Kali Yuga, we are constructing small flyover walls and bridges, and due to some defects, they are getting some cracks, or some of them are getting, uh, demolished. So in this way, with our tiny brain, we can do small things, but the Supreme Lord can able to do wonderful activities because he is complete, and although innumerable complete forms emanate from him, he is still complete without any loss. This is mentioned also in various scriptures. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. So, though he expands himself, Nana Avatara Makarodu Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Sambhavat Parampamanyam. From him comes Nana Avataras. Unlimited avatars are there of the Lord. And it does not mean that Lord expanded and one of the avatars has got little potency and the Supreme Lord, from him so many avatars emanated, so he may have less potency, something like that we may think. But it is not so. He is completely complete without any loss. And if it takes any avatar, it is completely transcendental. So that is his spiritual or internal potency. So, in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna manifested his Virata Rupa just to convince the less intelligent class of men who cannot conceive of the Lord as appearing just like a human being. That he factually has the potency of his claim to be a supreme absolute person without any rival or a superior. So, if anybody declaring themselves as the supreme God, we can ask them. I remember in Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Lord, he showed his Virat Rupa to Arjuna. If you are the same personality, if you have that complete potency, you also show this Virat Rupa. We can ask materialistic men. So they may not be able to show this. There were, uh, the Supreme Lord, he proves himself that he is the ultimate God. So materialistic man can think, although very imperfectly, of the huge universal space, comprehending an innumerable number of planets as big as the sun. They can see only the circular sky overhead without any information that this universe, as well as many other hundreds of thousands of universes, are each covered by seven material coverings of water, fire, air, sky, ego, nominal and material nature, just like a huge football, pumped and covered floating on the water of the casual ocean, wherein the Lord is lying as Mahavishnu. So for materialistic men, it is an imagination for them. They may think the universe may be like this, and he, with his material eyes, he may not be able to understand. Many scientists, they invented. telescopes. Through telescopes, they wanted to see the whole cosmos. And some they understand, some they cannot able to understand. But whereas if you can read the scriptures, Gita and Bhagavatam, it is clearly mentioned that everything is coming from the Supreme Lord. And the Lord also mentions that nobody can able to count the planets, how many are there. But still people with their less knowledge, they wanted to try. There is a nebula, there is a galaxy, and there is so many other new planets have come up, and they may think with their imagination, but may not be able to do a perfection in their research. So here we can understand that Mahavishnu is lying on the causal version, Karana. That's why he's called Karana Dakasai Vishnu. All the universes in seed are emanating from the breathing of the Mahavishnu, who is but a part of a partial expansion of the Lord, and all the universes presided over by the Brahma, Brahmas vanish when the Mahavishnu withdraws his great breath. So, as you know, the three Vishnus, they come from the Supreme Lord Krishna only. So that is Karanadaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, Kshirodak Sai Vishnu. The Kshirodak Sai Vishnu is the one who resides also in the hearts of all the living entities as Paramatma. So, in this way, the material worlds are being created and vanished by the supreme will of the Lord. The poor, foolish materialist can just imagine how ignorantly he puts forward an insignificant creature to become his rival incarnation, simply on the allegations of a dying man. So, many people they may pose themselves as the supreme Lord. And even in Dwapara Yuga also, one Samanta king, he declared himself the Supreme Lord Krishna. Then the Supreme Lord, had to come and he had to teach him proper lessons. This was mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Virat Rupa was particularly exhibited by the Lord just to give lessons to such foolish men, so that one can accept a person as the incarnation of Godhead only if such a person is able to exhibit such a Virat Rupa as Lord Krishna did. So materialistic people, and they cannot be able to do this. The materialistic person may concentrate his mind upon the Virata or gigantic form of the Lord in his own interest and as recommended by Sukadeva Goswami, but he must be on his guard not to be misled by pretenders who claim to be the identical person as Lord Krishna, but are not able to act like him or exhibit the Virat Rupa, comprehending the whole of the universe. So, in this way, we can also challenge if any person is if he is really uh, wanting himself to be the supreme lord, we can always ask him, okay, you look pretty good, as beautiful as God also, but yeah, you can also show your Virat Rupa, so that he may not be able to do, because he is not the supreme lord, he is only a materialistic person. So on this context, I have a small PPT also I would like to show you. And we can also see some 4 minutes video about this cosmic manifestation. So everything emanates from Krishna only. And if a person he wants to do a research where he can able to do, it is very difficult for him because he may not be able to prove it. Okay, let me show. So this second canto, the chapter title is Cosmic Manifestation only. So how the universes are coming out of the pores of the skin of the Supreme Lord are here exhibited. As you know, this spiritual world is 75% and 25% is the material world. Actually, we are in the minority area. So we should always try to go back to the 75% of the spiritual world. So since Krishna is both matter and spirit, the gigantic universal form comprising all material manifestations is also Krishna. And his pastimes in Vrindavan as two-handed Shyam Sundar playing on a flute are those of the Supreme Personality of Godhead only. So when Supreme Lord showed his Virat Rupa to Arjuna, Arjuna got bewildered actually, and sometimes he got scared also. So he asked Krishna to withdraw the Virat Rupa. So that Virat Rupa and all the three Vishnus and all the avatars, they all come from the Supreme Lord Krishna only. He is called Shyam Sundar. He's in Tribhangi form and he's playing a flute. And this is his original uh, form. Ishvara Paramaha Krishnaha Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karakam. So in Brahma Samhita also it is mentioned that Amadimurtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan Nanavatar Akarot Govaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Sambhavat Param Pamanyo Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami, like that. Lord Brahma is praying the Supreme Lord, and he is also glorifying, saying that there may be the different avatars, but the Supreme Lord is Krishna. You are the Supreme Lord. Like that, he glorifies him. So whatever taken from the Supreme Lord, whatever emanating from the Supreme Lord, and it is also a complete. That's why we have in Ishopanishad this invocation prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Those who have done this Bhakti Shastri course, they would have by hearted this. The personality of Godhead is perfect and complete. And because He is completely perfect, all emanations from Him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete wholes. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Because He is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. Sri Ishopanishad invocation. From him, so many avatars may come. But that does not mean that the source has gotten very weak or he has lost his Shakti. No. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Avashishyate. Means he is completely whole. Nothing can distract, nothing can deduct from him. So that is the nature of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So then all the universes exist in him, and he is present in his fullness in every one of the atoms that are scattered throughout the universe at one and the same time. Like if you can see, this is a Paramanu structure actually, atomic structure. In the atomic structure also he is there, and he is also there in every planet, every universe he is there. Okay, so this is a small video I would like to take you. After that video, I have a few more uh, slides to show you. Give me a moment of time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hope you can able to see this. I will play this. Just can watch this uh, 3 minutes video. It takes us from gigantic to micro and micro to macro. So bigger, smaller one to bigger one, again bigger one to small, and to the micro things it will enter. Let us see what are the things which even we cannot see with our eyes.
Running breaks your joints.
Maybe we will share the PPT. Okay. So in this way, Lord can create a number of planets, and he can be in all the planets also. Eko api asau rachayitam jagadanda koti. Yachaktirasti jagadanda chaya yadanta andantarastam paramanu chayantarastam govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. So he is an undifferentiated entity, as there is no distinction between potency and the possessor thereof. And in his work of creation of millions of worlds, his potency remains inseparable. This way, Lord can present anywhere, and he can able to uh, present in all the planets. And for small Govardhan Hill, even he lives, we are very surprised. Why Govardhan Giri? And he can lift planets of planets also. He can create, he can destroy, he can present. When he married the queens, he expanded himself into 16,100 Krishnas. And, in single Eka Muhurta, in single Muhurta, he married all the 16,100 queens. So wonderful, So the Lord can able to do this. And this Divya Chakshu, so when he gave this Virat Rupa, universal form darshan to Arjuna, with his material eyes, he cannot be able to see it. That's why Lord awarded him Divya Chakshu. He does not have any defects. And by the blessings of Krishna, Arjuna can able to see the Virat Rupa. And the scientists, those who have got this Charma Chakshu made of four defects, they cannot be able to have the Lord's Virat Rupa without blessings of the Lord. They think that they are very intelligent. I am a scientist. I can discover so many things. I can invent so many things. They may pose, but still they are unable to conclude what about the universal structure. So this is all our tiny brains. But if anybody can read Gita, Bhagavatam and hear from Acharyas, and it is easily understood that there is a spiritual world and there is a material world, and how we can able to reach there. These things, we have to believe the Shastras, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Then it is very easy for us. Otherwise, even if you take n number of lifetimes also, you cannot be able to understand. So this is a Karanadaksai Vishnu. And universes are created from pores of his body. They are all like just footballs. It looks like football, but they are all different universes, different planets, and they are all emanating from the skin pores of his body. Then you can imagine how powerful and how gigantic is the Supreme Lord. So this Virat Rupa Darshan, the Supreme Lord has given darshan for Mother Yashoda also. Actually, when Mother Yashoda demanded, "Oh Krishna, I learned that you are eating mud. How can you eat mud? It's not good, you know. Then, if Krishna had not desired, he would not have shown his Virat Rupa. He would have shown only empty mouth or some mud in his, as he wished. But here, the Lord wanted to show this universal form. Everything is in him like that. So it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:8, 37 to 39. And Mother Yashoda really got bewildered, and she could able to see the whole universes just in the mouth of yeah, her little Krishna, and in the mouth also she can see herself, just like we had seen that video, you know, the cosmic eye. And Yashoda Mataji also, she could able to see within the mouth of the Supreme Lord. This is really bewildering. And also, our Advaita Acharya also requested, my dear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I heard and I I now came to know that you showed his Virat Rupa to Arjuna. The same Virat Rupa can you able to show me? So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, he showed his Virat Rupa to Advaita Acharya also. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila 17.10. So the point of understanding here, so either Mother Yashoda or Arjuna or Advaita Acharya, they are all devotees of the Lord. They completely believe that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And for such people, the Supreme Lord gives a Divya Chakshu, transcendental eye. With that, they can able to see his Virat Rupa. And actual form is 200 Krishna only. He is the real Krishna and not the other forms. Okay, so with this I will conclude. So the point of understanding in here is from Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. From him all avatars emanate, and the gigantic universal form, and also the different avatars. Everything comes from Krishna only. Okay, so thank you very much. And Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai.